You have been waiting for this for so long, my gorgeous Leonie. You have been waiting for this moment for so long. And you know what? Your moment has finally come. You are going to be able to walk away from something, that has been draining your energy, that has been making you feel really sad, that has been making you feel really negative. And this in itself has changed the whole structure in your life in the worst possible way. So of course you're going to be so happy. Of course you're going to be so excited that you're going to finally because finally you're going to be able to move on from it. So when it comes to the beginning of this week, all I can say to you, my gorgeous Leonie, is this. Basically, there is a big wish that's about to come true. This is a big wish that's about to come true for you, my gorgeous Leonie, because you've been waiting for this for a while. So it's to do with this certain news, it's to do with this certain message you are going to have. This message is not only going to open your eyes and remind you of what you want to do in this life, but it's going to make you feel so excited, because based on this information, based on this message, based on this news, you will know that finally, you're gonna be able to walk away from something that has been making you feel so negative for a while. And to be quite honest with you, this is to do with something that has come to an end in your life a long time ago, but it wasn't just as easy to move on. It wasn't just as easy to walk away from it. Do you know what I mean? So it's a lot to do with what exactly this information is going to say. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's, as I said, the way for me to describe this situation is you're going to be really excited, you're going to be really happy, you're going to be over the moon, and you're going to feel like, oh my God, finally, a big wish has come true. Finally. And that's exactly how you're going to feel. And when I said that this has been, this situation that you're finally going to be able to walk away from, this hasn't only been affecting your whole structure in your life in general. You were just wasting your energy with this, and it has been affecting your financial situation in a negative way, and it even has been affecting your relationship with people as well, my gorgeous Leonie. And the reason why you're going to be so kind of happy and excited is because, you will finally be able to do something you wanted to do for absolute ages. You will finally be able to start something you wanted to start for ages. Okay, and this is to do with who you are, it's to do with your destiny, it's to do with your passion, it's to do with the right direction in life to follow. Do you understand me? How big this is going to be? On one hand, you're finally going to be able to walk away from something that has been making you feel so down and so negative for so long. And on another hand, you're finally going to be able to start something that you feel so passionate about. And at that moment in time, the process of such a beautiful change in your life is going to start. And whatever this is, my gorgeous Leonie, that you are about to start, you need to understand that this is going to be very, very successful for you. This is not the beginning of any change. This is the beginning of an ultimate change in your life. You are going to realize, my gorgeous Leonie, what exactly are you capable of. Okay, and this is just the beginning. All your life, you have been prepared for this moment in time. Okay, because this in itself is going to lead towards your own a major victory. And I do know that, a day after this moment in time, you will go somewhere, you're going to make a certain journey, and you will go somewhere, you will speak to this person, somebody very official, somebody very important, and somebody who is knowledgeable about this particular aspect, somebody who is like experienced in this particular field. You will be talking to one person who is very professional and very experienced, with this particular field, and there are certain things that this person is going to tell you, and this person is going to open your mind even more. This person is going to make you feel even more excited, because you're going to realize that the prospects ahead of you, oh my God, they are going to be major. They are going to be much bigger than you thought that they are originally going to be. And here you're going to have this aha moment, and you're going to be like, that's why I felt so drawn to this. That's why I've been guided towards this when it comes to my life. I couldn't ignore this, because, there is something much bigger and much better gonna be waiting for you out of all this, and it's gonna happen. It's right there. It's just behind the corner, my gorgeous Leone, indeed. And then there is another person that you're gonna be talking to after that moment in time, and that other person is also gonna be somebody official who is gonna suggest something to you so important. It's very, very important to consider what this other official person is going to suggest to you, because it's going to require from you to make a certain change when it comes to your plan, when it comes to this. This is going to sound to you crazy and ludicrous to start with, but the more time goes by, the more you're going to realize that what this person is saying, it makes sense. This person is going to help you to not to make some kind of a mistake when it comes to all this. It's about you not rushing into something. It's about you just slowing down. And I know that the third person that you're going to be speaking to is going to make a mind-blowing impact on your life. But this is to do with somebody who is like a spiritual, and it's your friend. Somebody who's very close to you, somebody who had a different upbringing to everybody else, somebody who has been through certain things in life at such an early stage that some people are not going to go in their whole life. Somebody who's like kind of well-traveled, and somebody who's been all around the place. Do you know what I mean? And this person is extremely smart, extremely intelligent, when it comes to their mind, but also they're extremely intelligent when it comes to their own spirituality. Somebody ridiculously spiritual, somebody who understands things when it comes to spirituality on a completely different level to anybody else and everybody else. Like absolutely crazy. And this is somebody really special. This person is very beautiful inside and out as well. And that's your friend. That's somebody who your whole life, and that person is gonna tell you even more, is going to guide you even more when it comes to this. This is a big stage of your life, and that particular person is gonna tell you certain things that are going to prove the point of what that other official person said to you. When that person suggested something to you, you were like, oh, I'm not too sure, and then when you speak to your spiritual friend is going to say exactly the same thing. And here you are going to take this, my gorgeous Leone, very, very seriously indeed. And also I have to say, you really need to pay attention to your diet. You seem to be very sensitive at the moment, okay, when it comes to your stomach, when it comes to your digestion. I really strongly suggest you to pay attention to your diet. Focus on healthy things as much as you possibly can. Of course, please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you're unhealthy. Do you know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm going to say. You have got so much sensitivity going on at the moment when it comes to your stomach and when it comes to your digestion, and this is the right time for for you to actually pay attention to what you eat, what you put into your body. Do you know, it's very, very important, and you are gonna feel so much better. You are gonna feel so much better. And the reason why am I saying this to you, because throughout this week you're gonna have a few instances where you are gonna be eating something or even drinking something, and then you're gonna be like, oh God, I feel so bad for doing this. I'm trying to stop this, but I'm having difficulties, you know. And now these words and these thoughts are gonna be ringing in your mind in a completely different way. It's almost going to feel alarming, but please don't get me wrong. Your muddy body and spirit, your mind, body and spirit are going to be in such a, oh my God, are going to be so like in tune with each other. And that's why your body is going to be desperately trying to let you know that there are certain things you need to pay attention to. So you are going to be able to start this process of healing, and you are going to feel so much better within yourself as well. When you do pay attention to what your body is trying to tell you, when your spirit is guiding you, you do get rewarded. You get healed, you know, in a ways you would never get healed otherwise, you know. Important. And also when it comes to the midweek, my gorgeous Leonie, it's like you are going to have such a whoa. It looks like there are lots of like smart people you're going to be talking to when it comes to this week, because when it comes to the midweek you are going to have such a wise advice when it comes to this challenge that you have been going through for a while. This challenge is involving other people, but especially one particular person in particular. Okay, you have been going through this challenge for a while. You have been going through this challenging situation, some kind of arguments, some kind of disagreements, all around the place, and it has been going for a while. It's to do with like a little group of people, but it's also to do with one particular person in particular who caused a lot of issues, a lot of negativities. But that particular person you need to be careful about, because that particular person is highly sensitive when it comes to their mind, so they see things from their own perspective. So we just have to be a little bit careful around people like this, you know, somebody who is highly sensitive and somebody who has been through a lot of difficult things in life, you know, so they're seeing the actual life in general through completely different lenses. You know, we need to take things like this into consideration. We need to think about what people have gone through, you know, and there are very, very sensitive souls that are, you know, that need a very long time to come out of certain things that have been through, you know, and sometimes things can kind of affect people through their whole life, from their childhood, you know, and so this is why we need to take certain things into consideration. But anyway, so you are going to have a really wise advice how to deal with this challenge created by this particular person, but it's involving other people, you know. And this this really wise person is going to give you this advice, and it's just how to deal with this and what to do and how to go about it. And you will realize, oh my God, it's like completely different approach to what you would do in order to resolve this. But then again, you're going to get such a strong and positive vibe from what this person is going to tell you. The reason why is, hallelujah, this is going to be rewarding for you. So follow what this person is going to tell you. Do what this person is going to advise you to do, because it is going to be rewarding for you at the end of the day. It's going to resolve such an important issue in between you and this particular person, but which is also going to reflect on a whole group of people in the best positive way, and you will all be able to move on with your lives. You know, it looks like a whole group of people wants to do the same thing, but I don't know where all these issues are coming from, because they're caused by one particular person who is messing a lot out Do you know what I mean? And that particular person is very strong, strong-minded, the one that I mentioned before, and it's a very strong energy, you know, as well. And this is why this person is able to make such a big impact on so many people's lives. Please do follow what this person is going to tell you, because it's finally this particular challenge, you know, you have been going through, it's finally going to be resolved, you know. And also, my gorgeous Leone, when it comes to the midweek, you know what? It's like you are going to feel so good. You're going to feel really positive. You're going to have so much more energy in general, you know, both physical, mental and spiritual, to be quite honest with you, you know, because now it's just going to be so much emotional confusion is about to be cleared. You know, there's so much of an emotional confusion is about to be cleared. You know, the fog is about to be lifted. You are finally going to feel this clarity you haven't felt in a while now. When it comes to you finally feeling that you are, you know, which path to follow, which direction in life to follow. It's impossible for me to explain how you're going to feel, but it is going to be good. Indeed, you know. And also, when it comes to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Leone, you need to, like God, you need to be really smart, okay? Because this is going to be a little bit weird, what am I about to say, but something is going to happen and it's not going to be that great. Something is going to come to an abrupt end, okay? Something is going to come to an abrupt end. And this is really kind of going to throw you out of balance a little bit. It's going to surprise you. Something is going to come to an abrupt end. There is nothing you will be able to do about this whatsoever. And after that moment in time, my gorgeous Leone, after you realize that something is coming to an end, you know, first of all, this is kind of going to throw you out of balance. But then again, you know, maybe like about a couple of days later, you're going to realize, well, this has come to an abrupt end. You know, a couple of days later, you will realize exactly what are you going to be able and what do you need to commit yourself to instead. And you will know, as you know, this is what you will be thinking about. You will know exactly what you're going to be able and what do you need to commit yourself to right now. And you will see this as a whole new phase of your life, you know, the beginning of a really beautiful transformation. You will feel, and this will feel like a whole new phase in your life is about to begin. And you're going to actually end up being really happy and really excited. There is a whole bunch of people that you are going to meet. But I need you to be very, very careful. Very careful. Because there is somebody really specific who is about to enter your life. You know, somebody very charming, somebody very gorgeous, somebody really amazing, blah, blah, blah. You need to be careful about this person because this person is not who they claim that they are. You know, somebody really charming, somebody really nice, but God, you're gonna have these feelings like it's too good to be true. It's too good to be true. I'm sorry to be a dark Lala, my gorgeous people. I'm sorry to be a dark Lala, my gorgeous Leone, but it's true. You need to be careful about this person. You need to be careful. This person is not who they claim that they are. So the less you do with this person, the safer you're going to be, basically. And you know, the least you say to this person, the least you open up to this person when it comes to secrets and things like that, the safer you're going to be. But I do think that you're going to realize that this is somebody, no baby, no. So you need to be very, very careful about this person, my gorgeous Leone, who is about to enter your life. And I repeat, somebody really good looking, somebody really charming and all that, but you know what I mean. This one you need to be really, really, really careful about, my gorgeous Leone. And also you are going to have a very unusual dream at around the end of this week. You are going to have a really unusual dream. It's going to be really vivid. It's going to seem real. And in that dream you will be reminded, my gorgeous Leone, in that dream you are going to be reminded of some kind of a place you need to visit, of some kind of a place you need to go to. And you're going to wake up in the morning and you're going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe I had that dream. And I was reminded in that dream of this place that I need to visit, that I need to go to. And I know I need to go to that place. I know I need to visit that place. But something is just so terribly going to be putting you off from visiting that place, from going to that place. You wanted to do that before, but it just put you off. You didn't want to. But now, thank God, you are going to go and visit that place. Yet again, my gorgeous Leonie, you are being guided. Once you reach this destination, something is going to happen. Something really beautiful and spiritual and unexpected again is going to happen, and it's going to open your mind, my gorgeous Leonie. It's going to open your mind, you know, like when it comes to your spirituality. It's going to open your mind when it comes to your spirituality, how important spirituality is, and what are you going to do next. This is going to be bigger for you than you can possibly imagine. But it's also going to open your mind in terms of like what's missing in your life. When it comes to your lifestyle, for example, you are going to have such a brilliant idea. So now, my gorgeous Leonie, I'm just going to shuffle the tarot cards and I'm going to see what's going to be your Tarotina Cardina of the Weekina. Tarot card of the week. God, I must be so annoying. I'm sorry. Yeah, so there you go, my gorgeous Leonie. I've got a terrible, 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 terrible ear infection. I don't know if you can hear my voice is different, but then again, you know, when I'm doing readings, I seem to be absolutely fine and just go into this bubble and I'm okay, but I've got this terrible ear infection, you know, here. It's like something I always get, you know, so I just got used to it now. So now, my gorgeous Leonie, I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards and I'm going to see what's going to be a tarot card of the... Oops! You see this? You see this? Like 55,000 tarot cards of the week. Let's just see what's going to be a tarot card of the week, my gorgeous Leonie. Let's just see. Ooh la la. Well, there you go. You really are going to realize so much, you know, about your life, about your future, and there's some amazing people around you throughout this week who are gonna play such a significant role, you know, especially when it comes to you getting something sacred from each one of them. You really are going to find yourself being surrounded by the right people when it comes to this week. Crazy things are gonna happen, but each of these people are gonna leave something so important in your life to think about, you know, in terms of what you should be exploring, in terms of what's missing in your life, in terms of what you should try, you know, in terms of like, you know, what lifestyle do you want to live, would you like to live, and things like that. There are some really beautiful, inspirational people you are going to come across, and each of them, trust me, my gorgeous Leonie, it's going to play an important role, you know, themselves. And also one particular person is going to need your advice, my gorgeous Leonie, somebody very close to you, somebody really adorable, somebody really nice, you know, somebody really friendly, somebody really sensitive, but somebody who is keep on making the same mistake again. You know, you really need to speak to this person. Please, this person is going to get in touch with you and they're going to be crying about the same thing that person cried over and over and over again. But it's such a beautiful soul. It's such a beautiful spirit. We need to protect these beautiful people in our lives at all costs. Sometimes certain people, these beautiful spirits, you know, need a little bit of help. And I think that you just need to kind of say what's on your mind. Say what's on your mind. You're going to do more good to this person than you can possibly imagine. You need to redirect this person from what this person is like kind of persistently focusing on. That person needs to snap out of it. It's time for a change. This in itself is going to reflect on you because it's to do with somebody who means to you so much, my gorgeous Leonie, of course. Hello my gorgeous people, I've just launched my new t-shirt collection called As Above, So Within. This collection is all about connection with our signs, our inner truth, and the wisdom we already carry inside. Each t-shirt represents one of the 12 zodiac signs with beautifully illustrated designs on the front that capture the essence of your sign, and on the back the message that ties it all together. As above, so within. Because we don't have to look outside ourselves for answers. Everything we need is already within us. The stars simply remind us of what our spirit already knows. Each shirt is of course made from 100% quality cotton, soft and comfortable, perfect for your readings, meditation or just everyday wear. They are designed with love, intention and attention to detail, so they feel as good as they look. I created this collection for all of you, my gorgeous people, who tune in each week, who listen to your intuition and who walk this journey of growth and self-awareness. If you would like to support my channel and wear something that truly reflects your energy, you can find the link below. My gorgeous people, thank you so much for being here, for sharing your light, and for always trusting the wisdom within. As above, so within. Hello my gorgeous people, just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions, and the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.